Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, aka Steve. Welcome back to Week 7 of the WBE. We are in a deadlocked playoff race. There's like 8 teams that can still, actually probably about, I think 9 teams that can still make the final 4 playoff spots, possibly even more. So it is a wild time right now in WBE. And I'm going up against Aaron, Cybertron, Zheng. Now, I have been a big Cybertron fan for many years. I can't even count how many years. That's mostly this fault of the public school systems I went to that I can't, count. It's been many years. I've been a huge fan of Aaron, and he's like the nicest guy in the world. So, guys, please check out his channel. You will not be disappointed with the content he brings. He is a phenomenal battler. He has many accolades in the VGC realm. He is a renowned and established member of the competitive Pokemon community outside of YouTube. He's a great dude to boot. So going up against him, of course, right after all his accolades, of course, to keep my playoff hopes alive, sitting at 3-3, and a win here will be great for my playoff standing, and a loss here really put me behind the 8 ball. So my team is a Selgo, Vaporeon, Appleton, Mimikyu, Caparaja, and Santakana. My opponent has Colossal, Rotom, Hippowdon, Jellicent, Gengar, and Exegil. Brought mostly all the things that I thought he was going to bring, except for Colossal. I didn't expect him to bring Colossal, but honestly, that spot there could have been a wild card. It could have been maybe a Glade. That spot could have been something like, he could have even brought Drampa. I mean, even though I have Mimikyu, right, but Drampa's still a tard. I mean, he could have, obviously he could have brought them, he has him on his team. I planned for a lot of things. Of course, I planned for Colossal, but it wasn't on the top. But the other 5 Mons, I was pretty confident he's bringing. I thought maybe not Jellicent so much because that would have given him 2 ghosts, but I didn't see Frostlass, so I felt confident leading with Appleton. I actually thought he is going to switch here, Volt Switch immediately, seeing the matchup, and I didn't see, like I said, I didn't see Frostlass, so I felt confident leading with Appleton. He gets Light Screen up, and of course, my Leech Seed will not affect the Rotom. So after 2 turns, Aaron Zheng 1, Steve 0. After 1, wow. The numeric system 1, Steve 0, because I can't apparently count 2, or I can't count to 1 because I said, you know what I'm trying to say. I said 2 turns. I meant 1 turn. Even after the light screen, that does a solid amount of damage, and I'm actually kind of happy about that. So he's got 2 screens. I don't see leftovers, so he's probably got Light Clay. So now I figure he's probably got Volt Switch and Leaf Storm for Santaconda. So I imagine he's just gonna Volt Switch here into, honestly, it doesn't make a difference because I'm just gonna get some HP back. I'm curious to see what he's gonna be trying to. I'm very interested in what he's gonna be going into because it's gonna kind of determine how he's gonna play this game. If he goes into something like Gengar, then he's just going Bop right off the bat. He's going to like a Hippowdon. He's probably going to Hazards and trying to stack those. So you go to Hippowdon, and that kind of tells me, okay, he's going to be playing this to try to stack some Hazard, because why else? Because he obviously predicted me to Dragon Pulse, and behind a, Light Screen, even then, he's Dragon Pulse, and then if I hit him with, the Apple move that I have on Light Screen, he's going to get his rocks up, so I know Apple Acid, so I know that now, okay, he's playing the game, he's getting Hazards up, and that's what he's going to do. He's got screens, he's got Hazards. He's going to try to set up Sweep Me with something like Swords Dance Excadrill or Nasty Plot Gengar. Those are what I assume was going to be happening. So, if he's Nasty Plot Gengar, then my plan now is I have to get rid of those screens, or at least draw them out. At least get the timer out of here, right? Get those turn count going down. Just get rid of those screens. Make him have to put them up again. Title of your sex tape. He is going to switch immediately, and he's going to go right into his Colossal. And I love Apple Acid because it lowers special defense. And that doesn't do that much, right? But it lowers special defense. And now, I mean, I got Thick Fat. I don't fear anything Colossal can do, but I know Colossal does get spikes. But is he just going to... I don't know if he's going to just keep setting up spikes. Or if he's going to set up spikes, or if he's just going to try to attack me. I don't know. So I'm thinking, you know what? I do have Thick Fat. I'll say about going into Vaporeon here. Here you'll be able to see Vaporeon's moveset. Nope, you don't. You don't see it. You have no idea. Timer's counting down, so I'm making it. I'm like, fuck, sorry, shit. You guys can even see my desperation in my head. I can't. I don't know what to do. I'm like, fuck it. You know what? He's gonna go for maybe spikes here, and I'm gonna try to keep lowering the special defense to make it a less attractive prospect from staying in. I fire off another Apple Acid. and he's at -2 special defense now. Eventually, this screen's gonna wear off. He's got layer Stealth Rock, layer Spikes, and now I'm thinking, you know what? He's fully committed. He's doing this. So I have no hazard removal this turn because he's got so many ghosts. I didn't think that he was going to really let me remove hazards in the first place. So I was like, I figured, you know what? I need something that can switch into Rotom more than I need a spinner, because I had Hippowdon. Or not Hippowdon, I had Hitmontop. Actually, I had Hitmontop and then Gothitelle, and eventually I settled on... I had Gothitelle, and then I settled on Appleton. There was just a lot of decisions made in the last hour of the battle before leading up to it, because I was not confident in the matchup, so I had to really do a lot of switching stuff. And so he finally goes in the Rotom, and I kind of thought he was going to do that, so I go for a Dragon Pulse. Well, I didn't think he was going to do that specifically, but I thought, you know, Dragon Pulse was the move there to make. Yes, I don't even have Hitmontop. And I decide he's probably going to get his screens back up. I'm just going to keep doing damage and stuff, because he's already made it apparent what he wants to do is set up with something. So I have to create an environment for myself where I can go ahead and just pick him off with something like a Selgor or Swords Dance Mimikyu in the late game. So now I see he's got no recovery on his Rotom. He's got no recovery on his... what was it? Not no recovery. He's got no recovery in his Rotom, and he's got setup support with both Colossal and Hippowdon. So what was my train of thought there? I don't know. Something along the lines of I just got to keep doing damage. The short version, I have to keep doing damage with Appleton, and I kind of thought he was going to switch, so I go for Apple Acid, which does lower special defense, which is fantastic. Now, I have a Keep Berry, which is glorious, and I have Sucker Punch, which is also glorious. So even if, you know, I can Dragon Pulse him, if I can then get up a Sucker Punch off of the Gengar, even with the Reflect Up, it'll do enough damage where I can bring in a Mimikyu, or even Mimikyu, or even I got Mudshot of Selgor that can hit Gengar super effectively. So my goal now is to do as much damage here with Appleton against his Gengar, because I brought Appleton with this berry just for Gengar. He doesn't become Gigantamax. I assume it's because he assumed he would kill me, and then I would bring in a Revengemon that could take him out. So he didn't want to be stuck kind of locked into his Gengar. But the Hex Gods have smiled upon thee for the first time in 2020. Okay, maybe the second time in 2020. The Hex Gods, I don't know if that Plinko chip just happened to make the wrong turn, or perhaps the Hex Gods thought with my new haircut and shave I was somebody else. I don't know. Get the crit. Gengar goes down. But even... So he still had -1 special defense. That was a little bit of damage. And then I still had the Sucker Punch. So I would have been able to do... and he had a Life Orb. I would have been able to do a significant amount of damage to it. And then I would have been able to clean up and kill it with something like Mimikyu, like I said, or a Selgor. So the crit, while it was big... you know, it didn't really, I'm taking a lot of damage there. It didn't really do all that much in the realm of, you know, deciding if Gengar lived or died in this battle. I mean, obviously, he could have switched out. The game could have been, yeah, obviously, it could have been, I could have, and I'm assuming that's precisely why he didn't Gigantamax, because, you know, he kills me there, or the next turn, and then I, you know, go to Mimikyu, and he's going to switch, and he's going to be able to save his Gmax for later in the game, but it's not how it played out. But now I'm trying to decide what is he gonna do. I'm thinking, okay, I kind of just want to get Stealth Rocks up. He's probably gonna switch, probably in Jellicent. I'm just gonna get Stealth Rocks up. I kind of want to get, you know, or he could have maybe even gone and Rotom there. Well, one of the two. But I figured I'll get Rocks up. And but the fact he went into Jellicent and not Rotom tells me that he probably doesn't have Leaf Storm on his Rotom Mo. So I'm just gonna Earthquake, because again, based on the fact he stayed in, I don't think he's gonna go into Rotom. I don't think Rotom can touch me, so I think I'm feeling like I might be safe with Earthquake. But I also want to see, I want to see what item he has. I want to see if he's leftovers. So I just go for Earthquake, because I know, I mean, I live as Scald, right? I'm bulky, and he's not offensive, so, but he will enlist me to predict me to switch, or not even that. I mean, he might have thought I was going to go into Vaporeon here, or probably not Mimikyu, but I think he just thought I was going to, maybe in the Caparajah, he maybe thought I was just going to switch, but now I don't see leftovers, so And obviously he's not Assault Vest, so he's got to be some kind of berry. Whether he is the Ghost Berry or perhaps an Electric Berry for, Manectric. I don't know. But I go to Vaporeon. I don't think he thought I was going to do that. Obviously, he didn't think that, or else he wouldn't have gone for a Water-type move there. But I have Shadow Ball. So normally things like Vaporeon, don't do well against Jellicent. But I'm thinking about it for a while, though. As you can see, I'm on it. I'm thinking, okay, I went into Vaporeon. Did he think I went into Vaporeon just for the Water Absorb, or can I actually hurt as well? I go to Shadow Ball, and his berry does pop, which is nice, I guess. And it's going to do, that's special defense drop is nice. But I do get Curse Body. And I'm going to see Will-O-Wisp. So I've seen Will-O-Wisp, and I've seen Water move. So he's probably got Recover. It's his last move that I don't know. And now I'm thinking, okay, if I get a Wish up here, I could go for a Wish. He'll probably either show me Recover, or he will switch out. Either way, I'll be able to kind of switch out into a Mon that can accept the Wish and not be harmed by whatever he goes into. If he goes into something like, he's probably not, he might have gone into his Excadrill there, but unlikely because I'm probably not clicking Scald on a Jellicent, but it's possible I would if I didn't think he had Recover. So now I'm deciding, okay, Appleton's going to die to Hazards. Sandaconda doesn't want this. I think, and I'm looking at his team and going, holy shit, hold on. A Selgor wants this Wish quite badly. I can come in, get all the hazard damage, live whatever dumb move he wants to hit him with. He knows I'm going to switch, so he might even go for a Scald, but he doesn't. He goes into Rotom, taking the hazard damage. Now, I am faster than Rotom. He is not Scarfed. And his Rotom's going to die on the way in, and I'm going to be able to get my Throat Spray off. And I'll be able to hit something very hard. If you look at the rest of his team, a Selgor looks like all I got to do is hit a Focus Blast. A 70% chance it's going to separate a Selgor from Immortality. Get my Throat Spray, I'm at max HP, and my Burden Kick, so even if he gets Sand Up, which to get Sand versus Excadrill going, I'll still outspeed it, and he does get Sand Up. Of course, he wants to make sure Colossal, has that extra special defense raise. But I got Energy Ball. I'm firing off an Energy Ball. Hippowdon has no idea. He's going to flat out switch. Going to go right into Colossal. I do not believe that he could have ever seen what was about to happen to his Colossal. He's probably looking at a Selgor's moveset going, he's probably got a Poison move, a Grass move, a Bug move, and maybe a Fighting move. None of those are, none of those with his boost. Maybe he's got Assault Vest. I don't think he ever expected Mudshot to make an appearance in a 2020 Wi-Fi battle. But Mudshot is here, and Colossal, he's no longer here. Rotom dropped. Colossal dropped. Hippowdon at about half. Which brings me back to my original statement. All I gotta do is hit a goddamn Focus Blast. One Focus Blast for the rest of our lives as Selgor. One Focus Blast for the rest of our lives as Selgor. They will write stories of your heroics. They will tell tales of your epic slaughter of the Sand team that stands before us without even hesitation. Focus Blast! Focus Blast! We hit it! We see no berry! We don't see Excadrill anymore! Rotom gone! Colossal gone! Excadrill gone! All that's standing in the way of Selgor is a half HP Hippowdon and a full HP Jellicent that probably can't touch me! Hippowdon's going down, we know that. Jellicent's here. We've seen Curse Body, but what we haven't seen is a Selgor finally start to style on somebody. A late round draft pick. The stories they tell grown up, they say you can be anything, but no! That is going to be a detriment taking out that Hippowdon possibly, and then he crits me. The sandstorm is raging. A Selgor, do you have it in you, or are you going to run out of time? A Selgor. What is gonna, you gotta do or die right here. This is your one moment to tear the roof off the whole fucking stadium and give these people a show unlike they've ever seen before. Bug Buzz, Jellicent down. All that's left from standing in the way of a Selgor from completing the 6-0 sweep over Cybertron of all people. This is not how I envisioned today going. This is not how I'm sure any person envisioned this battle going. Selgor, can you get 5 kills in a 6-0 sweep? Is it happening? Are there dreams to be made today? No! There is only one reality! And in that reality,